Hello. It's Monday. I'm going to take a really good deep breath because I feel like I need one, and perhaps you do too. So let's breathe into the stomach. And again. And I think one more time for good luck. So how are you today? Are you feeling like possibly a lot of the population of the world? Are you feeling frantic? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Perhaps you feel like you're doing a bit too much, but you feel like you're on a bit of a runaway train and you can't seem to stop. I realised this past week I have a notepad with all my things that I want to do. And I've been trying to cut back my to-do list and just sort of thin it out and make sure there's space in there for self-care and relaxation and time in my garden. And I think sometimes we get so carried away with things that we really want to do that we forget to ask how we're really feeling. And just because we've got a lot to do doesn't mean we have to do it all. I've learned that sometimes you've just got to look at your list and think, is this a life or death experience? Do we need to drop some things off our to-do list today to relax and be less busy? Hi, Thomas. I know that I've had to do that. I had a long list today. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day outside. And I have things I really want to do. I want to get my website done. I want to get my blog finished. I want to do some things for Shining Bright Radio. My list just goes on and on and on. And I realised how frazzled I was starting to feel again. And it's we get so lost in the doing that we forget to be. And we think that if we don't do X, Y, Z today, that it'll never get done. Or it's the end of the world, or something dramatic's going to happen. Excuse me, I'm going to take some drink of water because my voice is a bit croaky today. And yes, stopping and taking a drink of water, that's just as important too. I think many of us, we don't drink enough liquids and enough fluids. We get so busy with our tasks that we even forget that. We think a cup of coffee or another caffeinated beverage is enough, but it's not. We do need fluids to process not just toxins in the body, but emotionally as well. Somebody I know who's a healer said to me once that he knows that when he's not drinking water, it means he's finding it difficult or not wanting to process some emotion that's challenging to him. And I've noticed that too. If I'm not drinking fluids, it tends to be I'm resisting something. And this week, resistance has been in being with myself and just relaxing and letting go of control. And I picked an oracle card this morning. Oh, everything's falling apart today. Hang on. It's one of those Mondays, but I don't really care today. Oh. Anyway, if you're hearing noises in my office, it's just things falling apart. And that's all right. Because sometimes we need to let things fall apart for things to come together. And sometimes we just need to recognise that when we're doing too much, when we're too active, we can often fall apart physically. We can have health problems. I know a friend of mine's recently got up this morning with a back problem, and if we're too busy and we're not listening to ourselves, we can become really weary and we can get health problems, our immune system can be weakened. Really got to take time out and just look after yourself. So, and hi everybody. Hi Sheila. Hi Bernard. Hi Michelle. I'm talking about relaxing today and letting go of overwhelming, and how so many of us get lost in the busy mode, and we get so keen and excited. Maybe we've got passions or inspirations we really want to get fulfilled or done, but sometimes we put too much pressure on our shoulders to get it all done in a really short time frame. And we don't think that most often when we get down to something that we're really passionate about and we do it when we're actually in the flow and we're relaxed and we've given ourselves some space just to be, that thing that we wanted to do, we do it really quickly and really efficiently, and we feel really satisfied when we've done it. But if we try and do those things that we really want to do on top of a long list of things that we want to do, and we begin to feel overwhelmed, then you'll probably find, I have the same experience, that the thing that we try to do doesn't work out, and it takes longer, it's a struggle, it's tiring. Sometimes technology just sort of breaks down, or we break down, and it's a signal from our soul, from our heart, to take a time out, to unplug, and to know that everything will still be there tomorrow or a week from now. And you know, we don't have to just take an hour off. We can take a day off, a week off if we can, if we're able to do that. And it's really important. And yes, Thomas, universal energy is never busy. The ego is very busy. The ego likes to be feeling like it's really important and it's got lots to do. I think sometimes we get addicted to being busy, and we almost put this persona out to the world that I'm so busy, I can't do anything, or I'm too busy for friends, or I'm too busy to breathe or drink water, and we think it's kind of an ideal thing. We're showing the world, like, look at me, I'm so busy, I'm so important, I'm so this, I'm so that, and it's simply not true, and it does increase anxiety, it increases so many other types of feelings. And if we don't listen to that stillness inside that wants us to take a break, we can either get sick, we can get depressed to the point where there's actually anger inside of us because we're angry, or children are angry because they want to take some time out and play. And then it can manifest as depression or anxiety. So anyway, an oracle card that I picked this morning, which seemed to be really relevant because I was asking, what shall I talk about today? And I wasn't even going to talk about this subject. Even the oracle card, I thought, I'm just going to ignore it. So the very fact that I was going to ignore a message to tell me to slow down and relax tells me that I have to talk about it today. So the card is called Receiving, and it's by Alana Fairchild. It's from the Sacred Rebel deck, and I'm just going to read a very short bit from it. And it says, "You are so loved, your every need is witnessed and responded to by the universe. However, you sometimes forget this. You become swept up in the momentum of habitual consciousness, and you forget to take a moment to stop, breathe and be. In that moment, you can receive the love of the universe that is receiving you also. It will nourish you with contentment and energy." And the next message, this is for me, and if you're watching and it relates to you, you may get it too. "You have not done this enough. So your soul is becoming parched and drying out. Energy has been going out of you, but there is not enough coming back in. It is time to bring something back in for you, to receive and be received. You are being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it." So do you feel that you deserve this time? Do you feel that, I think some of us feel like it's almost honourable to be active all of the time. And I think my voice is telling me also that I need to rest it and to not speak so long today. And just really take some time out. I think we forget too often. And I know everybody else, and I me included, I've said, just do one thing at a time. But I think sometimes you can look at that one thing at a time and you see it as a long one thing at a time that never ends. So today, if you've got a list of tasks and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and a bit stressed, perhaps put that list down and decide to go for a walk. Take yourself out for a coffee in a cafe, or do some gardening, play with your dog or your cat, paint some pictures, do some art. Just do some breathing, mindfully enjoy a cup of tea, and just take some time out. And I'm going to do that today too. So I'm going to keep this short today because the sun is shining, and I'm going to drop my to-do list and I'm going to go for a walk. So thanks everyone for watching. I've talked for longer than I thought. It seemed to go quite quickly. I'll speak to you all again next Monday at 10 a.m. London time. Take some time out for you and remember that you deserve it. Bye.